Welcome everybody to Morning Musume Member Ranking Monday. My name is Jeremy and today I am joined by Meryl Streep.
That's all.
Is that the best you got?
The winner takes it all.
With your dead shark eyes. You will never be Meryl Streep. What if that was a game show, the next Meryl Streep, and you had all these contestants, boys and girls, who had to come in and be Meryl, like not doing like drag or anything, but had to like be her while being them at the same time. And they were like slowly eliminated week by week. Like they had to choose like iconic movies that like they had to be Meryl in, or like moments in her life.
Recreate famous movie scenes as Meryl.
And then like they got eliminated week after week, and then there was like one at the very end, and they were like, "I'm sorry, you are not the next Meryl Streep. Thank you for competing."
What's that? I think I smell an Emmy!
This week we are going to be reviewing our 15th ranked Morning Musume member. Take it away, Jacob.
My 15th ranked member is Miss Goto Maki. I'm gonna be perfectly honest right off the bat. I don't remember why I put her so low on my list. Or so high.
Do we need a refresher on Goto?
I remember Goto. We literally just got done talking about her like the other week. Like, I remember her vividly. I just don't remember why I put her so high on my list that she got number 15.
Maybe it's because you like making fun of her?
I do.
Maybe
I do like making fun of
her.
I do enjoy making fun of Goto, and as I was sitting, walking around like thinking, hey, what am I going to say about Goto? What am I going to say about Goto? All I could think about was, well, what do I say about Goto? I say, oh, tiny titties. I literally don't have anything nice to say about her.
Perfect reason why she's number 15, right?
I didn't think she was that great of a singer. I thought she was a pretty good dancer, and I thought she looked awkward her whole run. Like, she never grew into her ears, she never grew into her teeth, and her titties never grew into her. It was a bad trifecta. And literally, like, all I say about Goto is insults. So I'm not sure how she got where she got on my list. Those vocals weren't winning no Grammy Awards. Like,
what about her? What about that little number?
That one, maybe a couple Grammys. I know Mariah was sitting somewhere going, someone's doing my whistle tones. I don't hate her, I don't love her, but I like her. I don't hate her to put her at the bottom of my list. I don't love her enough to put her at the top, but I like her a little more than I do the people in the middle.
See, mine's kind of on the opposite, because my number 15 is none other than Reyna. No other name required, just Reyna. Reyna was never my favorite in her time in Morning Musume. I actually never really liked her, but I didn't hate her either. I always just found every other girl more interesting than her in most of her lineup until she got to this current era where she was literally the only interesting one next to Sayumi. Reyna to me was always an idol who didn't want to work for idoldom, which is probably why she never sweats in any of the lives. She's constantly giving lazy vocals and lazy dancing, even though she's very capable of delivering strong vocals and very strong dancing. She just can't give any fucks about it. I feel like she stopped caring about the group sometime after Kaneshimi Twilight. And I think it's after Miki left that she started readopting a personality, because before she was just yonky and cute and sweet, and then all of a sudden she became just really like cold and bitchy. And I think she pulled that from Miki, because that was Miki's character. I also really like how Sunku's only method of getting rid of Reyna was to try to shove her out into a band, because I'm pretty sure he knew in the back of his head that Reyna was never gonna leave. She was gonna be like 50 years old with her jizz hair, her clip-in pony, with her big long fake nails, saying, "No, Sunku, I'm the star here," while Ryo's like crawling behind her, like trying to do the woes one last time in 1-2-3 at her graduation concert, and we're like in generation 85, and Reyna's just at the top, gray hair but with clip-ins of all different colors. He knew that she was never gonna leave. Sayu eventually was gonna look in the mirror one day and be like, oh, I have wrinkles and I'm old, I'm not cute anymore, I need to leave, I need to go now, I need to hide. But Reyna, he knew that she was never gonna go on her own accord, so he was just like, here, take a band that I don't really care about, and then you'll just fall into obscurity until you make no money, and then you won't be able to work for me anymore. You know?
Do you ever think that one day Sunku is gonna die? It'll be like the Goodbye Sunku memorial concert, and they'll be up there singing, and then all of a sudden the screen will just light up and it'll be Sunku's face, and he'll just be like, I'm not dead yet, I programmed my entire personality into this supercomputer and I shall rule Hello Project from beyond the brave. And then that'll just be the future of Hello Project for the next, like, 200-300 years.
I've always really gotten the distinct feeling that Yuko was gonna just pop out of nowhere and take over everything.
Yuko. What if Yuko is a Sunku clone?
I feel like Sunku and Yuko probably are the same person.
What if she is a Sunku clone?
Reyna lacked a distinct personality for me, but she was a consistent idol, and so I'm left in this weird place where I don't want to put her low on my list because she wasn't bad at all. She just wasn't my idol.
You are not my idol. Thank you, Tanaka Reina-san. You have been eliminated.
See, she would go. She would be like, if I were eliminating girls in Morning Musume, like who would make the top 10, Reyna would leave sometime around now, you know, like if I were like holding some kind of competition, Reyna would be kicked out at some point. She's not like the idol that I would pick to be in the ultimate Morning Musume.
Would you do it like America's Next Top Model status, like, I only have 3 girls stand before me, but I only have 2 album covers in my hand. That means, Reyna, you've been eliminated. We were rooting for you!
No, I think the way that it would go is I would just have them all standing there, and I would be standing there like Sunku with my stone cold face and my glamour, and I would just tell people...
Is that what Sunku calls it? My glamour. Put a little bit more of the foundation on me, cover up the cancer scars. The glamour. Let me be my gig.
But I would just be standing there, and it would be silent, and I wouldn't tell anyone anything. And then I would press a button, and then a trapdoor would open, and Reyna would just fall down. Maybe like a vat of like jelly or something. Or like jello or pudding, I don't know. It would fall into something. But they would have no idea. I wouldn't say anything. I would just be completely quiet. And there'd be like 15 different buttons that they would, you know, they'd all be standing in their panels. And then they'd all just be standing there like, well, at least we didn't get eliminated.
Could you imagine what it would be like to fall into a vat of jello? Like, I feel like you would hit it, and it would just you'd kind of smack into it.
And then
sink down into it like...
I love Reyna when she's smiling, I love when she's happy, I appreciate that she was Yankee, I appreciate that she found a style that she could work with, I appreciate that she found a character that she liked, but the bored Ice Queen bitch thing got really old really quick, especially when there were girls like Yuko and Maki who I feel like did that character way better than Reyna ever did. She just felt a little tired and a little boring after a while. I'm pretty sure I just committed sacrilege, but you will get over it. There just wasn't enough variety for me, and I feel like after a certain point, Kaneshimi Twilight in particular, she just stopped caring because she got all the lines. So what's the point in working hard and developing a character and showing that character if you're already the star, you know? I feel like some of the idols that have gone through Morning Musume have kind of gone through that. Abe would be one of those. She was fantastic as a human being, and she was a great singer. She was a pretty good dancer. She couldn't harmonize for crap, but she didn't have much of a personality because she was already the star. What's the point in trying? Same, I feel like, with Ai-chan to some level. Same with Riho. Although Riho is completely untalented, she's not had to try at all. She's just good at dancing. I just feel like in idol groups, if you already are at that front and center position, what's the point in trying? You know, you've already got the lines.
I mean, Reyna was one of like the quintessential Morning Musume members.
Really?
Like, she was what a Morning Musume member should be. She could dance.
That's what Sunku said.
She could dance, she could sing, and she had the right voice for the genre. Reyna has the perfect voice for J-pop.
And that's why she's high on my list, because her voice is perfect for everything. She just doesn't care enough to give a personality and I don't feel like she cared enough to give the dance any kind of personality, and she didn't care enough to convey strength in the vocals. She is perfectly able to give strong vocals, she just chose not to. So I think if she had been more interesting, and if she had been more dynamic, she would have been high up, and she would have broken the top 10, but she wasn't variety enough for me.
So, those were our 15th ranked Morning Musume members.
Let's see what you guys had to say last week about who your 15th was. We got Yasuda Kei as number 15. I feel like that's a really good number for Kei. For someone who sang really well but didn't really have much of a presence in the group, that's a good spot to be in, number 15. We also got Lin for number 15. And they said that she had powerful vocals, although didn't really like her voice that much. The power in her voice really contributed a lot to singles in the Platinum era. Her voice fitted the songs a lot. Wish that Sungu had made better use of it though. I think that's true. Sungu didn't really utilize her voice. She had strength and she had power and she gave depth and layering, but Sungu didn't utilize her at all.
Really?
Because she was Chinese.
Sungu not utilizing the talents he has in the group? Sungu doing that, making poor decisions? Sungu? Really? The Sungu boy? Really?
Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let us know who your number 14 ranked Morning Musume member is, and we will talk about that next week.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for participating. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you all again. Then, have a great day. Bye! Bye!